Hey, what's going on, everybody? Danny back with some more vinyl finds. I got a stack to share with you. This is about 2 weeks worth, and some odds and ends that I picked up maybe before that, I guess. But I came across a pretty big haul at my usual stomping ground. So I'm gonna start off with the Misfits. And I came across Static Age. So obviously it's one I don't have. So if you're not familiar with this album, from what I understand, this was supposed to be their original first album, but it turned, I guess they put out a bunch of like singles, and then finally, I guess when they did some box set, they finally pressed it as the Static Age, and have since probably pressed it again. It's currently out of print. This is a this is a 2020 pressing, and I think the original one was in '97. Like I said, I think it was with a box set or something like that. At least that's I saw some video on some guy doing like a history of it or something like that. But you know, this is a good album. I had not heard it before, and I figured it was going to be kind of rough, but no, it's really good. I thought it was. Every song on here is really, there's not a bad one on here. I mean, just like the opening track, Static Age. I'm trying to, Teenagers from Mars, Last Caress, which is what we just heard. That's probably one of my favorite songs from them. But yeah, there's not a bad song on here, and it is, I think it's about 180 gram, and Caroline Records. There's a label, black vinyl. So really happy to find that. And I found this Fugazi. Now this is an EP. This is 1980. The original one is an '89. This is a 2009 press, and this one is out of print as well. So I was pretty happy to find this. And I only have a couple albums. I've got 2 or 3 albums from Fugazi, and this is 180 gram, and it's on his Discord record. Discord record. His label, Ian. Yeah, Ian MacKaye. So if you're not familiar with Ian MacKaye, he was the singer from oh, what the hell is it? Why am I drawing blank? Minor Threat. Jesus. So this is what he did after Minor Threat, and I'm pretty sure they're long done. I don't think they're doing any music. He does other types of shit, I guess, but pretty good. I couldn't tell you what song stands out on here, but it was all pretty good. I've only listened to it a couple times, but yeah, happy to find that one. And I was looking around, and I came across this one, Guns N' Roses live at the Ritz, New York City. I remember my brother and I used to watch the video. Well, we copied it. It was on MTV, and it's just a really good live performance of them. The only thing I can say about this has been repressed a few times. They're all well, I shouldn't say they're all bootlegs, but the majority of them are, including this one. But what they did with this is that after each track, they faded it out, and they should have just let the whole thing go. I mean, with the crowd and everything, I don't know why they faded each song out, but it's very well recorded. It's off probably the board or whatever. There's the label. What is this on? This is on Radio Silence, I guess. But yeah, I mean, this was, to me, this is when they were the shit. It's got all the classics. It's So Easy. Welcome to the Jungle. So it's everything off the first album. So that was pretty good. Wasn't that expensive, like $20. But these are my finds of the last few weeks. As I was getting ready to leave, the guy that runs the shop, he wanted to show me a couple records and asked if I was interested in them. And hell yeah, Susie and the Banshees, Juju. Oh man, it has my favorite song on here, Spellbound. Oh God, I was so happy that he showed me this. This has been looking for that for a long time. This is the inner sleeve, the songs and lyrics, and it's on Giffen. And this is an '84 press, I guess. I believe this one from what I looked at in Discogs, and this is their 4th album. Really, really good album. If I'm sure if you know Susie and the Banshees, you know what I'm talking about. And then he also had this one as well. This is Susie and the Banshees, and this is Nocturne. This is a live album, and really good. It's probably, I don't know, their first 4 albums, I think, or first 4 or 5, and every song in here great. And what I was surprised, I didn't realize that Robert Smith from The Cure is on this album. I guess he helped them out. I guess their original guitarist had quit the band or whatever, and I don't think he pulled it off. It sounded great to me, and it's on Giffen as well. And this is a '83 U.S. press. It's a double, 2 discs. Really, really good condition. Was happy to get that. Really good recording. So yeah, if you can find this one, I would recommend this one as well. Really, really good album. And again, another one. I just, all this stuff in one day. I couldn't believe it. And I got the Cure Quadrupus, and this is, I don't know if it's an EP. I guess it could be. Okay, A Night Like This, Close to Me, New Day, Man Inside My Mouth. I think that's the song that had been on their albums. I'm not sure. Like I said in my last video, I don't have all the Cure albums, but yeah, A Night Like This, I think that's one of their big songs. Well, I remember it, so it's a good one. And it's this is on, what is this on? Yeah, Electra. So there's a label. The other side. So really, I was happy to find it. I mean, the sleeve, it's a little jankety, but the vinyl is in really, really nice condition. So I was happy to find it, and it was really, really reasonably priced. So another good one. Really, really good find. So that was all at my favorite stomping ground, Record City. And then, I don't know, at some point in the last couple weeks, I stopped off at another shop in Vista, Standard Records, and I came across White Lion. Still collecting the old 80s metal stuff. You know, I almost wasn't gonna get it, and I said, it was fairly cheap. Still in the shrink with the hype, and I'm like, I'll get it. I know my wife wouldn't mind listening to it, and you know, it's Weight was the big song to tell me, I guess. But I was surprised after I listened to it. It was better than I remembered it. And you got Vito Bratta on guitar, I think he's really underrated. That guy's a really good guitar player that I don't think gets enough appreciation for what he did. But when I really sat down and listened to him, I never even gave him that much respect. But now I realize that, you know, really, it was not a bad album. Not a bad album. Pretty damn good. So the next few things I have are some, as my brother likes to say, cyber buys. So I picked pick these up on eBay because I'm tired of looking for these or just finding really beat up copies. And I've just been wanting this one for a long time. And it's Ozzy, Speak of the Devil. And this is a gatefold. So this was recorded live just after Randy Rhoads' untimely death, and Brad Gillis on guitar was brought in to fill in, and this was all Black Sabbath songs. So it was I'd actually never listened to this album before. I was a huge Randy Rhoads fan at the time, and I like almost boycotted it because I thought the dude was a scab, but you know, he's just filling his job. He's getting paid to do a job, and he did a good job. He did, you know, he didn't do any Randy Rhoads. They didn't do any Ozzy solo songs. It's all Black Sabbath, so it's pretty good. It's not bad, but it's just so hard to find this record without ring wear, and just usually the sleeves are just trashed. So I got a pretty fair price on it, so I was happy to find this. And about the same time, another one, same issue, really hard to find in the wild, let alone in really good condition, and that's Black Sabbath Live Evil. This was the last album that had Ronnie James Dio on with Black Sabbath. And again, another album I'd never listened to. I think I heard a few songs as a, you know, maybe a couple songs when I was a kid, but never heard the whole album throughout. And this is Gatefold. But it was really kind of interesting to hear Ronnie James's interpretation of some songs that Ozzy had you know, originally done, and I thought he pulled it off. I really liked his rendition as well. But I'm more of a Dio fan anyways, but you know, it's always hard to step into someone's shoes as big as Ozzy's, you know, but you know, I think he did it. And happy to have this one. Really hard one to find clean. And I would say this would be the next one. I found this I don't know if this is one of my first actual buys off of Discogs, maybe my second one. I saw this one on eBay and I just checked Discogs really quick and I found it for like half the price. So it's Johnny Thunders, Born to Lose. I believe this was put out about the time, or at the time, of his autobiography book that had come out. And because I remember mine came with the CD. And you know, it's all the classics. It's Chinese Rocks, Pirate Love, One Track Mind, some of the later stuff like MIA, and a little bit of a horror, Blame It on Mom. So it had some later stuff on here, but this is an Italian copy. I think they made a one that was not a gatefold, and of course the gatefold. And they were only pressed in Italy, so I kind of wondered why I'd never seen it. I guess that's probably why. It would have been an import from Italy. So it's, you know, not mint, but I'm happy to have it to the collection. That's one of my faves, as you would probably know. And then, last but not least, I came across this one on eBay by accident, and I decided to go ahead and bid on it. I got it for a really good price, and that's Face to Face, their last album from, I guess it's this year. It came out early this year, and this is a limited color pressing. I think they did just a little over 600 of this color. And originally, I listened to it on Spotify, and I didn't like it. I just did not think it was that good, but which I don't know why I bought it, but I did. And then I listened to it again, and it grew on me. And I think it's not that bad. I think it's okay. Sometimes you got to give them a couple spin, and you know, it's not that bad. It was all right. Not as good as the early shit, but it's still good. I couldn't tell you what song stands out, but give it a listen. May like it, may not, but yeah, I got it pretty damn cheap, so I was happy. So that's about it. And like I said, I've been holding on to this stack for a while, and I just want to share it with you guys. Hope you like it, and see you next time.